video is about the quotation tags. Quotation tags come in two forms, an inline form and a block quote form. The first example is the inline. On line 9 I have a paragraph. Basically it's a sentence, and inside that sentence there's a quote that I want to highlight. I want to emphasize semantically. And so I use, since it's a short quote, which is what we use the Q tag for, is short quotes. This is a short quote. I put it in line here, and I identify the quote with, as you see, the leading Q tag and then the ending backslash Q tag. And what that does is that automatically puts the quotation marks around the quote. And so semantically, this allows us to identify very short quotes. And as we said before, we can use CSS to alter how that looks if we choose to. What happens automatically with most browsers is the quotes put around it. As you see over here in the browser, the quotes have been placed around the inline quote, easy come, easy go. One thing to note is that Internet Explorer, for some reason, or at least older versions, do not recognize and put these quotes here. So that would be something to consider when you're designing your web pages. The next quotation is a block quotation. I illustrate that here. I do a lead paragraph which says the preamble to the Constitution is semantically a block quote and would be done something like this. And so what the block quote tag does, as you see illustrated on line 16 to 21 with the tag block quote and the backslash block quote, is it indents the text that you want in your quote. Now what it does not do is it does not put the automatic quotes around it, so you have to put those there yourselves. As you can see how I put there on line 18 and then the end quote on the end of line 19. And so what's generated is something that looks like this. Well, actually, the block quote generates this part here, and you can see that it's indented. Now, once again, don't try to use the block quote as a way to indent something. That's formatting. Use the block quote to identify things that are semantically long quotes that need to be separated from the rest and identified as quotes by indentation. You can go back in CSS and control the level of indentation that you want. So that's the quote and block quote tags, and we'll be using them as we go